Matthew Hall, written by Matthew Hall. Major Matthew Hall was born on September 2nd, 1978, in Waukesha, to Philip and Barbara Hall. He grew up in LaGrange with his older siblings, John and Nikki, spending his time between school and family in Palmyra and Eagle. After graduating from Palmyra Eagle High School in 1997, Matt attended New Mexico Military Institute in Roswell. He was commissioned as a second lieutenant in the U.S. Army upon graduation in 1999. With his commission as an infantry officer, he first served as a platoon leader in the Indiana National Guard's B Company, 2nd Battalion, 293rd Infantry Regiment, while also completing his undergraduate degree in engineering at Purdue University in West Lafayette, Indiana. In June 2002, Matt arrived at Fort Campbell, Kentucky, after completing the Infantry Officer Basic Course at Fort Benning, Georgia. He was assigned to the 1st Battalion, 327th Infantry Regiment, 101st Airborne Division Air Assault. From 2002 to 2005, Matt served in A, D, and Headquarters companies as a rifle platoon leader, heavy weapons platoon leader, and assistant operations officer. In early March of 2003, Matt deployed to Kuwait in the staging of forces in the anticipation of combat operations against the Saddam Hussein regime. In the 11 months that followed, Matt would lead first a heavy weapons platoon and then a rifle platoon from Camp Pennsylvania, Kuwait, to operations in and around Najaf, through Baghdad, to the town of Qayyarah on the Tigris River, and various other locations throughout northern Iraq. Matt and his battalion redeployed to Fort Campbell in late February 2003. After an additional 2 years at Fort Campbell, Matt attended the Infantry Officer Captain's Career Course, again at Fort Benning, with a follow-up assignment to the Joint Readiness Training Center at Fort Polk, Louisiana. Here, Matt served as a platoon observer, controller, and assistant rotational plans officer. More importantly, Fort Polk is where Matt met his lovely wife, Ida, in February 2007. In January 2008, Matt and Ida wed and then made their move to Fort Wainwright, Alaska. Shortly after arriving in Alaska in March 2008, Matt deployed on multiple short training and preparatory deployments to the National Training Center at Fort Irwin, California, and Kuwait. In September of that year, Matt deployed as brigade planner to Kuwait and subsequently Iraq as a member of the 1st Stryker Brigade Combat Team, 25th Infantry Division. In January 2009, Matt assumed command of A Company, 1st Battalion, 5th Infantry Regiment. Following this, Matt and his company were detached from the 1st Stryker Brigade Combat Team in Bakuba and attached to the 3rd Brigade, 1st Cavalry Division in Mosul. They conducted operations to clear insurgents from their last stronghold in Iraq. In June of 2009, Matt and his company rejoined his parent battalion and brigade, and in October redeployed to Fort Wainwright. In March 2010, Matt relinquished command of A Company and assumed command of the brigade's headquarters company. In December of 2010, Matt once again relinquished command, this time to immediately assume the brigade rear detachment, an element ranging up to 750 soldiers unable or yet to join the brigade on an Afghanistan deployment. In August 2012, Matt and Ida made the move back to the lower 48 states, where Matt attended the Command and General Staff College at Fort Leavenworth, Kansas. In June 2013, they made the short move to Fort Riley, Kansas. Here, Matt and Ida were joined by their son, William, in December 2013. In June 2014, Matt deployed as the Executive Officer of 2nd Battalion, 16th Infantry Regiment, 1st Infantry Division, to Djibouti as part of Operation Enduring Freedom, Horn of Africa. Here, Matt oversaw administrative and logistical requirements of the battalion as it conducted operations in 6 East African countries, redeploying in January 2015. Assignment to this battalion holds a special meaning to Matt, as his father served in the same battalion some 47 years before in Vietnam. In June through July 2015, Matt, Ida, and William made their biggest move yet, heading by car from Fort Riley to Seattle, Washington, and then catching a flight to Japan. At Camp Zama, outside of Tokyo, Matt joined the United States Army Japan staff, first as an operations officer and currently as the Secretary of General Staff. Matt is a cycling and mountain climbing enthusiast, but mostly defers his free time to William and not the mountains. Ida is a school-trained graphic design artist and very passionate about her work and the family's 2 dogs, Devin, who joined the family in Louisiana and has seen at least 19 states, 5 Canadian provinces, and now Japan, and Levi, who joined in Alaska. Major Hall's awards include the Bronze Star Medal, the Meritorious Service Medal, Joint Service Commendation Medal, Valorous Unit Award, Meritorious Unit Commendation, Combat Infantryman's Badge, Expert Infantryman's Badge, Parachutist Badge, Air Assault Badge, and the Order of St. Maurice.